from the capital of Tennessee and of country music for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Ward setting up to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. Continuing to move past the 45. Still going inside the 35. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. So this one on the defense. So the offense still moving forward as roughing the passer overrules that incomplete pass. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Now Hurts. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up second and short.
It's a gain of 8.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Well, you taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Lemon's got it left side. Stopped after a gain of just 1, but still enough there to pick up the first down.
A gain of a yard.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And this time they forced the incompletion. Defense was ready after he got him on that last snap. Now it's second down. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Design keeper here for Hurts. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Alontae Taylor making a stop.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is complete, downfield to Smith. dive. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 45 yards. Finding themselves in the end zone right away here as we begin week 2, Brock. And they keep this up, they're going to find themselves with a 2-0 record as well.
And that's a good place, right? We know this in the annals of history in the NFL. Teams who begin the season 2-0, well, they go on to make the playoffs right around 70% of the time. That's the way you want to start it.
Look at you, drop the knowledge. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And that's good for a gain of 5. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Ward. He's got Bellinger. And give him the 1st down. Winds up about 6 on that play before he was stopped.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10. It's Pollard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
They give on 2nd to Pollard. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throw here, 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own
New set of downs for him from the 31. Play action. Hurts has it. He's brought down. They got him at the 25. That is Cody Barton. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. He has him almost 30 yards on a big play. 1st down coming up.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's not going to be able to get them the first. They stop him just shy of what they needed. Interesting call now coming up on 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
The pass on that long field goal would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. They'll go. Hurts. And this is going to keep the drive moving. That was close, Brock. It looked like they might have stopped him. They're going to say it is just enough to convert on 4th. 1st and 10 here for Hurts. And he's found his target all 4 passes so far on this drive. That's caught left side by Stowers. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
Couple of yards on the catch, leaves them 2nd and 8. The give right side, here's Bigsby. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Motioning left is their running back. They'll air it out on 3rd. Pass complete to Goddard. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Hurts is set, 1st and 10. And he's looked good so far, connecting on all 6 of his pass attempts on this series. Throwing now off the play action. And he's going to want another chance of that one. Catchable ball indeed. Just couldn't come up with it. 2nd down. Ooh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, you know, that's really well said because, you know, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, you know the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception, just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he is in with the dive. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert on the 12th play of that series. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Send right down the middle and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Chimere DK on the return. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. They read that screen perfectly. Interception! And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. His kick is good. For the moment, at least, we've got a flag down on the field, Brock. I think they're going to get him, though, for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. This will end up as a touchback.
The take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Pollard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. We've got a stoppage here, and there we see quarterback Cam Ward in some pain, Brock. The training staff hurrying out to take a look. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Levis to the air now. On target to Helm. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. So the flag cost him 5, but he picks up 6. That's 2nd and 9.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
So when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 7. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Nissan Stadium coming up. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Levis setting to throw. Chased out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here hurts. Pressure gets there. The defense gets home. He's blocked at the 14. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. After the sack, Hurts. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long for him here. Into the ground it goes, so an incomplete pass brings us to 4th down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Now Levis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and that hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried to find Gunnar Helm with that throw. So second down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here's Levis on second down. That throw behind his intended target.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They'll throw, third and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around?
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he can't make the house call himself, but boy, his guys are taking over right on the doorstep here.
First down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now the punt return nearly didn't. The offense get a chance to find the end zone here themselves. It's first and goal. Bigsby will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Here's a design run. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. The Titans call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Gosh, I just love seeing wrinkles like that added to your offense in these key situations. Kind of called the Andy Reid effect. He's been so good down here near the goal line, and that one, well, it almost went in for 6.
Only need to fall forward one more yard. Here's third and goal. McKee now. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Picking up where they left off in that season-opening win last week, Brock. Quickly out in front, and they're adding to it as they push to be 1. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there. He's going to put it back in play. Now on the return, here's DK. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
Jim DK on the return. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 30.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Looking to throw, Levis. Caught by his back here. It's Pollard. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Throwing on second down, it's Levis. Yeah, defensive pressure messes up that release. Pass falls to the ground. It is incomplete. It's third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it up.
By the Eagles. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. Here's Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
18 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
First and 10 here for Hurts. And that last play gives him 150 yards passing for this half. Connects on the crosser. And he has him almost 30 yards on a big play. First down coming up. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
A 33-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And our first half ends with 3 points. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
Will Shipley on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. And they're going to have the first down. Nice chunk of yards there, giving about 17 of them.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it set the table for more.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Hurts a chance to run it here. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
2nd down. Hurts. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
Buys time, rolling right. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. Amani Hooker has it. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The 3rd down pass.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
The Titans take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Titans have a first. They run the counter to Pollard. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Levis now on 2nd. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Here's Joey Slye for the Titans field goal attempt. It's a 36-yard look for him. Slide's kick is up and good. And that'll close the gap a small bit to 20.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would love the touchdown more.
The return comes to an end, and now let's hear what this flag is all about. He didn't have a grip on the face mask long, Brock, but it was enough to draw the flag and move the offense forward. The face mask penalty has him much further up now to begin this drive. They go play fake with Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
And bring the tight end left. It's Hurts throwing on second. To the outside, this is brought in by Goddard. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
Dallas Goddard.
So a couple yards to go here after they picked up 8 on that last play. Here he is on 3rd and short. On the move, headed right. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's going to dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. First return score. Now he's got a receiving one, too.
Jake Elliott on
They have taken everything that worked for them in week 1, Brock, amplified it, and it feels like added to it. And if they can keep doing that, it's going to be a long time before they drop their first game of this season.
We hear this from coaches all the time. Your tape is your resume. Your game film's your resume. And this resume through 2 weeks, phenomenal.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Now on the return, here's DK. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. Levis back to throw. Short pass brought in. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Tennessee.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Titans 1st down.
Throwing is Levis. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
He took hauling him down by the face mask to bring an end to that play, and that adds a cool 15 yards onto the end of the run. Here's Levis. That's brought in by Tate. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Levis. Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This linebacker is a quarterback's nightmare. It's one thing for these guys in the field linebackers on their tackles or sideline to sideline, but to have one who can legitimately take the ball away, as he did last week and now today, that's a problem.
Now Hurts. Passing quick here with the pass rush, fast enough to match it. On him in time to alter that throw, and it falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Amani Hooker has it. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
At the 20-yard line.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Levis to the air now. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And give him a gain of about 6 before he steps out of bounds. It's going to bring up third down.
6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Levis setting to throw. Good as he was letting that one go, and that pass isn't even going to get beyond the line. That is incomplete, and the defense forces 4th down. Here's Joey Sly for the Titans field goal attempt. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Sly's kick is up and good, and that brings it back within 3 scores at least. The gap now 24.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Now bringing tight end in motion right. They pitch it out to him here. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
So we're through 3 here. It's Eagles ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. He's going to be forced out following a gain of about 10. And it's going to be a Philadelphia 1st down.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator too.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Working on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Amani Hooker has it. And the Titans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Levis. Contact is there. That's going to break up the catch. Incomplete pass.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
Set up the screen. It's Pollard. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard
Kate, that's one of those
line.
situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Running right is Bigsby. These drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. They sent with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
2 yards on the run, but a tough spot upcoming. We've got 3rd and 12.
And it's third down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, against the better defenses in this league.
Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Great work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down.
A 40-yard attempt.
And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And they wanted to add 3 more there, but silver lining, they aren't exactly hurting for a big lead at this juncture. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles are going to take over after the interception.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Now he's hit, Hurts fumbles. And the Titans pick it up. Reaches the 40. At the 20. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 2-point try coming up. Levis and his offense getting set.
The Titans will line
They
up
give it to the
for
back on the zone read. And he's in for 2, so don't let him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Shipley now to return. Showing a little burst so far. All right, so they're going to take over the 39. Nice effort there.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We get 2nd down.
This is where I would just love to be in the head of these play callers. Because, you know, you got a nice lead, but this game's far from over. But you still want to be in attack mode. You want to be aggressive. I'd be real careful throwing into coverage.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Throwing here, Hurts. This finds Smith. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch. 3rd and 7 now after the last catch. Got him 3. Hurts to throw. He's not going to hang on to that one. The hit just too much. Forced it out of his hands, incomplete. And now they're facing a 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. That's grabbed at the 10. And you'll love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Levis. And the hit's going to separate him from that football. Incomplete. Not surprising to find a defender in the area there over the middle challenging that one, partner. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Levis. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
3rd down and 10
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he puts him there under this one, right side. Caught the football, but it's jarred out before he can secure it. Ooh, they nearly had a big play there on 3rd down, Brock. But a good defensive effort forces 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Eagles, moments away from a 2-0 start. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. And they'll pitch it out to him. He puts together a nice little 8-yard gain, but it's not enough. They've got fourth down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
It's good, not by much, but it's indeed good bottom left. And make this a 19.3 score advantage. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. He could get there. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bigsby. They bring him down, but we all saw how that one looked, right? There was a face mask involved, and the flag is out. Things look good on the play until we saw the pull of the face mask, and that spoils the defensive effort. So the big penalty brings up this fresh set of downs. Running it after the penalty. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Oh no, best, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Yeah, y'all boss claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a... Nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm... Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the... Come next, last time that I checked. Come through fly, check. No cosign, I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine, and I take my time check. And take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game, like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets trying to feed the babies. The single mama's working hard not to miss a payment. And dirty money get washed on royalty statements. Black owners in this game are powerful racists. Young in the set just doing it makeshift out the garage. It's how you end up in charge. It's how you end up in penthouses, end up in cars. It's how you start off end up a boss. It's how you win the whole thing and lift up with sweat dripping down your face. Cause the mission was last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked,
I got the front and in the back. We on the way and that's a fact. This real, this ain't rap. Where everybody wanna act pro-black. The last lie you heard, this ain't that. This, that, I did. Made it out the gutter. Nip told you the middleman. I told you wearing they clothes, I wear my own. Y'all get on y'all label, I own my own. Hey, Mill, I remember all that game you throw me. Don't round and get played by the label owners. Talk that to these Adrian Broner. But secure the window, don't let the game fool you. Cause when it's game over, it's really game over. And all they do is play the game till it's game over. And you be giving game like a big brother mission. Never let them take it from us.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and come next. Last time that I